I'm a senior French horn player, and my name is Derek Jalomo. I would like to introduce to you our MC for tonight's concert. Ms. Jeanette Garza Vasquez is a product of Laredo Independent School District. She is a proud graduate from the class of 1991 from J.W. Nixon High School. Mrs. Vasquez has been employed by Laredo Independent School District for the past 22 years. She is currently the director at LISD International Television Department. While at an instructional television, she has won numerous state and national awards, two Emmy nominations, and has been inducted as a J.W. Nixon Mustang Legend. Please help me welcome Mrs. Jeanette Garza Vasquez to the podium.
Thank you, Derek, for that introduction. And welcome to all of you tonight. We are about to begin the 2018 Martin High School Band Annual Spring Concert. So let's give a big round of applause before we even start with the band for all the hard work that they've done. They are all ready to begin, and I welcome all the parents, family, and friends that are here with us this evening to enjoy the sounds of the beautiful Martin High School Band. Before we begin listening to the wonderful music and selections that they have for us this evening, I'd like to introduce some of the special guests that are with us this evening, beginning with our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sylvia Rios. Our Assistant Superintendent for Student Services, Ms. Maggie Martinez. Also joining us is Mr. and Mrs. Ed and Ginger Bueno, former Nixon High School Band Director and LISD educators. Thank you for joining us this evening. The Raymond and Tirsa Martin High School Tiger Band is proud of being the first school-oriented musical ensemble in the city of Laredo. They are well known as La Banda del Ánimo, and they have established a reputation of excellence both musically and in the attitudes of its members. There is no limit to the things that can be accomplished by this band. Their goal is to create the highest quality of musicianship possible. This, in turn, will lead towards the development of a superior band. In pursuing this goal, all Martin High School band students understand and are expected to maintain an excellent academic standing. Tradition runs deep with La Banda del Ánimo, which includes hundreds of all-state band members, countless sweepstakes awards, and many other musical accomplishments. Students in this organization are proud of being at Martin High School, which is the first high school established in Laredo, Texas. Those who know the spirit and traditions of Raymond and Tirsa Martin High School also know the caliber and music that comes with the mighty Tiger Band. Tonight is a celebration of many accomplishments that this organization has attained this year. This year marks the 4th sweepstakes in a row and the 5th one in 6 years for this mighty Tiger Band. And a sweepstakes, for those of us that might not know, a sweepstakes is an award that represents the highest award any high school band can receive from Texas UIL. So that is an awesome accomplishment. And tonight's concert is being dedicated to our very own Laredo Independent School District Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sylvia Rios. Martin High School and the Martin High School Band will present her and her family a night full of awesome, lively music. After a few musical numbers, we will present Dr. Rios with a very deserved award. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Our first group to perform for your listening pleasure is the Martin High School Color Guard, and they are under the direction of Mr. Fred Rodriguez. Their performance will include a music piece entitled Rage Against the Dying of the Light, entitled One More Light by Lincoln Park. Ladies and gentlemen, the Martin High School Color Guard. Awesome dancing under the direction of Mr. Fred Rodriguez. Before the next group comes on to the stage, we'll go ahead and introduce another very special guest that is joining us this evening is our very own LISD Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Hector Noyola. Well, as I quickly clear up the floor, I'll go ahead and introduce the next group that's going to entertain us this evening, and that is the Martin High School Mariachi Tigres del Sur. The Mariachis Tigres del Sur are under the direction of Mr. Ruben Guadian and assisted by head band director Mr. Bobby Castro. And they're always very well received throughout the community. They play at a lot of different events, and everybody's always looking forward to listening to the Mariachi Tigres del Sur. And they have also received a lot of accomplishments this past year. They have a national vocal mariachi. Lorena Gomez was the finalist vocalist in the National Vocal Mariachi Vargas de Tecaltlan. Sorry, Mr. Castro. There you go. They've also had 15 all-region mariachi players in the mariachi region tryouts this year. So 15 out of them made it to region. That is awesome. They won first division sweepstakes in the Dame area. They have UIL solo and ensemble. They had first division and 18 first division medals. They also had a varsity first division and 18 first division medals in the varsity and also in the JV. They also won state in the state Dame. They placed 4th place in 5A division. They have UIL state final winners. They won first division and 19 first division medals. And again, Lorena Gomez received state outstanding performance medal. And I believe they're ready to entertain us this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the music from the Mariachis Tigres del Sur. Their program will include Tema, Fiesta Charra, and Todo Cambió.
Tigres del Sur, Mariachi, Tigres
Weren't they great? Another big round of applause for the Mariachi Tigres del Sur. And parents, I want to thank you for all the support that you give the Martin High School band program. It's evident that those early mornings and late nights and weekends that you bring your children back and forth to practice is truly, truly paying off. So they did an awesome job, and it's thanks to you, the parents, for all your support that you give our band program. So big round of applause for all you parents. Thank you. And there's another very special group, one of our high schools here at Laredo ISD. They don't have a band program at their school, but they really enjoy helping out and being involved with the band. So they dedicate their time, they volunteer many, many hours throughout this past year that they've come to Martin High School to help out the band program, Mr. Castro and his assistants, almost every day. So at this time, I'd like to recognize the students from Garcia Early College High School that have been coming and dedicating their time to the Martin High School band. Students, will you please step forward and be recognized? And they enjoy coming. They come very often and they help out the band, and they really enjoy everything that they do. And we thank you very much, students from Garcia Early College High School, for helping out the Martin High School band. Thank you. We have another very special guest that joined us this evening. We have our LISD Fine Arts Director, Mr. David Garza. And we can please give him a big round of applause for joining us this evening. And as you can see, you know who's next. It's La Banda del Ánimo that is getting ready to perform a couple of numbers for us. And as you saw down here on the floor, they have numerous trophies and plaques that the band has been awarded throughout the years. And this year, right, Mr. Castro, you've gotten numerous sweepstakes.
These are the sweepstakes in the last 4 years, yes.
These are the sweepstakes in the last 4 years that the band that you see here at Martin High School has won under the direction of Mr. Bobby Castro. And 2 All-State Mariachi trophies as well. And we continue to have special guests joining us this evening. We have Mr. Oscar Perez, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. Perez, thank you for joining the Martin High School band this evening. That was La Banda del Ánimo from Martin High School. And that song, or the song that they just played, was entitled Gallop. And of course, the person conducting the band was Mr. Bobby Castro. Mr. Castro, big round of applause to you and all your students in the band program. The next song that we will listen to is Rondo from the Third Suite by Robert Jagger. So sit back and enjoy the Martin High School Tiger Band. And the next part of tonight's program, we've come to the very special reason why, well, the special reason why we're here is because of the students from Martin High School. But we're dedicating it today to our very own superintendent, Dr. Sylvia Rios. So here to tell us a little bit about our honoree this evening is one of our Martin High School band members, Derek Halomo. Derek?
Okay. Is this part? Gotcha. Thank you. For over 30 years, Dr. Silvia Guerra Rios has been a fervent advocate for child and educators throughout her career as a secondary math and English classroom teacher, high school principal, central office administrator, and Region 1 Education Service Center administrator for curriculum and instruction. Her multifaceted experience in the field of education has led her to the leadership positions in school districts, including Laredo Independent School District, where she was unanimously named superintendent on July 19, 2017, by the LISD Board of Trustees. Previously, she served as LISD's Chief Academic Office for Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment. Dr. Rios began her career as an educator after graduating from Herbornville High School in 1973. As a class valedictorian, alongside her twin sister Cynthia, the class salutatorian, continuing her studies at Texas A&I University in Kingsville. She received a Bachelor's of Science degree in 1970, majoring in secondary English and mathematics. In 1986, she returned to the Texas A&I University, where she completed her master's degree in secondary education, as well as certification in school administration, followed by superintendent certification in 1995. When offered an administrative position in LISD, Rios became J.W. Nixon High School's principal. Pursuing her doctoral studies at Texas A&M University College Station, Dr. Rios earned a PhD in curriculum and instruction in 2012. Her fields of study included multi-curricular education and school administration, both of which have framed her own instructional leadership in organizations of which she has been a part of. As superintendent of LISD, Dr. Rios served approximately 24,000 students and leads 20 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, 3 magnet schools, 3 comprehensive high schools, 2 early college high schools, and a non-traditional high school, as well as the alternative education campus. Dr. Rios has earned various recognitions, including induction into the Texas A&M University College Station Phi Kappa Phi Society chapter. Dr. Rios is married to Jose Leonel Rios. She is the daughter of Mrs. Amaranta C. Guerra and the late Arnold M. Guerra. As the proud mother of 3 sons, Ricky, Jamie, and Javier, Candy, and the grandmother of 2 grandsons, Luke and Jace Anthony, Dr. Rios continues to work towards success every youngster and educator with whom she works.
Thank you, Derek. Well, that was the wonderful bio for our superintendent, Dr. Sylvia Rios. Ms. Rios, will you please stand and be recognized? Please give her a big round of applause for tonight's honoree, Dr. Sylvia Rios. Thank you, Dr. Rios. And in a few minutes, we'll have a presentation that the band has for you, a very special presentation, and we'll allow you to say a few words. And thank you for being here again this evening. And this very last number that the band will perform is in your honor. This last performance will be dedicated to you, and it's entitled La Bikina. And it's dedicated to our very own superintendent, again, Dr. Sylvia Rios. Martin High School Band, take it away. Mr. Castro. welcome to the mic Mr. Bobby Castro and students from the Martin High School Tiger Band.
Good evening and buenas noches, and muchas gracias por estar aquí en este concierto esta noche. It's very special tonight because we're dedicating our concert to our very own Dr. Silvia Rios, our Superintendent of Schools. And it's also a celebration because this is the 4th year in a row in which the Martin High School Band has obtained a sweepstakes award, which is what Ms. Vasquez had mentioned, that it is the, thank you. That it is the 4th year in a row, and it's the highest award any high school can achieve in the state of Texas. At this time, we'd like to ask Dr. Rios to please come forward to receive a small token of our appreciation. I have to tell you, parents, that before we present this, I have to tell you a story, and this only happens in Laredo ISD. This only happens in Laredo ISD. Back in November and October, some of you parents, and we had band parents meetings, we needed buses to take our band to area marching tryouts. And I have to let you know, it's not very often that your superintendent calls you and tells you the band will go on charter buses. And when I received that phone call in my office from the superintendent, I knew that she's got this passion for fine arts, not only because she was in band, but because she was very dedicated to fine arts, not only at Martin High School, but at J.W. Nixon, all the schools that feed into Nixon, all the schools that feed into Dr. Leo Cigarroa High School. So on behalf of the Martin High School and our principal, Mr. Guillermo Pro, we would like to present to you this small token of our appreciation. Thank you for your support to the Martin High School Tiger Band Spring Concert dedication.
Thank you.
We have another regalito for her that we're hoping she can take it home, and then she can go to school, and then home, and then school. So this is another dedication.
Let me have you stand for a picture.
Drop it.
A couple of words for our very own superintendent, Dr. Silvia Rios.
Buenas tardes a todos los padres de familia y a todos quienes nos acompañan esta noche. Yo me siento muy afortunada estar aquí con ustedes y al mismo tiempo estar aquí con todos los de la banda. Y no nomás de la banda, pero del mariachi and our flag girls, flag team. Me da mucho gusto y con todo corazón les quiero dar las gracias. No nomás a ustedes, pero a todos los alumnos que están aquí hoy y al mismo tiempo a la mesa directiva de Laredo ISD. Todo lo que se hace en este distrito es para avanzar todos los sueños de nuestros alumnos. Y eso es importante. A mí me gusta mucho la música, el teatro, todo lo que es especial y todo lo que es aparte de todo lo que es escolar, porque estos estudiantes tienen una oportunidad de expresarse, de ellos, de todo de sus corazones. And when I say that it is a special moment to be here, band, girls here, flag team, flag corps, as well as mariachi, you make everything so much more beautiful. Don't you see that you light up the world when you play, when you sing, when you dance, when you share yourselves with us? And you do that all Eso nace del corazón de ellos. Y cada vez que nosotros los invitamos a que estén aquí, ustedes también son parte de este sueño. I want to tell you that on behalf of the Laredo Independent School District and on this special day for me, this is like being back in band in 1973, 72, 71, 70, and playing that clarinet. I see that there are so many leaders here. And that is what I think is special about being on a team, being in the band, being in the flag corps, being part of Mariachi. We are teaching our students to be leaders. And that's what we want for them. We want them to go out into the world and do whatever they want to do with their lives, but to do it with music, to do it through dance, to do it with others in sharing themselves. I am again so very proud and thankful for you guys doing what you do. I want you to be the best that you can be when you leave Martin High School, when you continue with all of your studies here at Martin. And I want to thank all of the band directors, anyone who works with our students, Fred, anyone who works with our students. You are part of their dreams. And someday they're going to be back here, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, talking about that French horn solo. They're going to be talking about the time that they were drum majors, or the time that they sang in a mariachi concert, or when they danced in front of a large audience. So thank you for all the fond memories, and keep it going. And what is it that we say at Martin? Once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Okay, we got some awards to give out. The first two awards I would like to give out are two of our most outstanding players in our band program. Everybody is just great, but these two students just took it a little bit further in their instrument, and they took the music very seriously. So at this time, I would like to recognize these two individuals that just went over and beyond. They are our two All-Staters, and the first award goes to the Texas Music Educators Association All-State Band, Martin High School student, French horn player, Mr. Elud Soto. The next award is for Nadie me lo quiere creer. Nobody wants to believe me. But I have to tell you that this young lady went over and beyond, and I'm not saying this to make her feel good. No lo digo para que la niña se sienta bien, lo digo porque es la verdad. Half of the pieces, mitad de la música que tocamos este año to achieve sweepstakes fue porque esta niña vino y me decía in my office, Mr. Castro, let's try this music. Y vamos a tratar de esto. Y decía yo, that's too hard, or it's too expensive. We need more musicality. This young lady was able to accomplish that. She's an all-state clarinet player, one of the best clarinet players I've seen in a very, very long time. The award, the Texas Music Educators Association All-State Band member, clarinet player, Ms. Montserrat Menendez. Start a tradition. Quería empezar una tradición este año, and this award is the Mr. Castro Award. And this award, I don't know what's funny, but this award goes to another person that was just an incredible leader, and I want to give my baton. This baton was the one that got us 4 sweepstakes in a row because of the leadership of this fine young lady. And I would like to present my baton that got us 4 sweepstakes in a row to Miss Angela Lienda. Now we're going to present the drum majors for next year. May I have the 2 drum majors for you? Stand right over here. May I have the contestant that tried out for drum major front, please? I want to tell you that these young people here today are true leaders in every sense of the word. They started practicing and they started warming up and they started doing all this kind of stuff that they wanted to run for drum major a month ago, and they would go to their meetings and we would practice with them. Our current drum majors would work with them. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you our drum majors for next year, but I have to tell you, any one of them could lead the Martin High School band. So whoever makes it, they got to be very good because there's somebody right behind them. So without further ado, I'm going to tell my drum majors, and then they will come and then introduce the drum majors for 2018-2019.
The 2018-2019 new assistant drum major for La Banda del Ánimo is Melanie Garcia. And the 2018-2019 head drum major of La Banda del Ánimo, Eric Ramirez.
Now for the awards, I'd like to introduce to the band parents and grandparents. Let's give the drum major tryout. At this time, we're going to ask the band parents to have a presentation for our seniors. Band parents.
Buenas noches. Lo único que les puedo decir es que doy las gracias a la banda que me dejaron estar aquí con ellos todos estos años, que yo me voy a llevar muchos recuerdos de todos ellos. Y lo único que les puedo decir que sigan adelante. I'll try to see to be there for your high fives, okay? And I wish you the best. Anything, guys, seniors, I love you. I wish you the best of luck. Mr. Castro, thank you. Mr. Lizalde, Mr. Fred. Parents, muchas gracias por todo. Thank you, guys.
And the last award we'd like to give out is to our MC that has been doing this concert for like the last, I believe, 5 or 6 years. None other than Jeanette Vasquez. Ms. Vasquez, up here. Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Jeanette Vasquez from the Martin High School Flag Band. Thank you very much for everything.
Appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. At this moment, we'll ask Ms. Maggie Martinez to come and say a couple of words.
Thank you for that.
Buenas noches, padres de familia. Se me hace que no necesito un micrófono, pero qué bueno para que se despierten. Ya hace mucho calor, ya nos vamos. Pero más que nada, todos han hecho y han dicho todo lo que se debe decir. Yo personalmente, parte de mi corazón está en esta escuela, porque yo gradué de esta escuela. Entonces, soy un producto de LISD, muy orgullosa. Y quiero felicitar a los padres de familia porque esta es una función muy hermosa y que ustedes participan con la educación de sus hijos. Gracias por siempre apoyarnos, a la banda y a todos los programas que tenemos aquí en LISD. Si no fuera por el apoyo de la mesa directiva de nuestra superintendente, que muy bien merecida, es su reconocimiento porque ha hecho muy buen trabajo. Y sigue apoyando todos los proyectos que tenemos especificados para nuestros estudiantes. Sigan adelante con este buen trabajo como padres de familia. Como siempre les he dicho, gracias por compartir sus tesoros con nosotros los educadores, porque nuestra gran recompensa es tener el orgullo de educar estudiantes como nuestros estudiantes en LISD. Thank you, parents, for everything you do. We appreciate everything you do for your kids, and we are here to continue their education, to support them. And a great success of your kids, it's a reflection of your effort and everything you do for them. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening, Mr. Castro. Thank you so much, Mr. Elizalde, Mr. Fred Rodriguez, for everything you do, Mr. Guardian. We have excellent kids at Martin High, and we're very proud of them. Best of luck for our seniors, and go to college. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Castro, for all those special tokens of appreciation. We really appreciate it from you and, of course, all the band members, all the parents. Thank you for being here. To our honoree this evening, Dr. Rios, thank you very much for all your support and all the hard work that you do for all the students at Laredo ISD. Our Vice President of the Board, Dr. Noyola, Mr. Noyola, I just gave you a promotion, sir. Thank you for being with us this evening, and to all our special guests. Mr. Castro, always a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation year after year. And as you heard in my bio, I'm a Martin High School, I said Martin already. I'm a Nixon High School graduate, but I've been here at Lamar and I support the band program year after year at Martin High that I've learned to wear red. And I have a lot of red in my closet now. So thank you to you, Mr. Castro, for always inviting me. And of course, no concert is ever complete here at Martin High School without the Martin High School alma mater and the fight song. So ladies and gentlemen, this evening, thank you once again for being here. Have a great evening, and we leave you with La Banda del Ánimo, because once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you.